some seeds. Seeds.
What sort of lip chap is it, Fran? Some recipes. Orange you glad, that's cute. Okay, will you open up this part? Yeah, from this company. I'm assuming so. Hey friends, it's Kate from Venison for dinner. Just a reminder that I put out a video every Wednesday and Saturday morning. So if you like what you see, not only is there lots of back stock to look at, you can look forward to next Wednesday and Saturday, there being another video for you.
BAs?
Mint, cinnamon, orange, cloves. Well, that'll... Rowan, what did you take? Come bring it back, please.
What's the lip chap? I put that on, now it's gone.
Berries and rooibos.
Can I have this lip chap again?
Oh, they all look delicious.
Can I have this lip chap?
And those are little samples.
Can I have this so big, Mom?
Herbal tea.
Cattywampus Canceller.
Can I have this big and this
It's a
lip
calming
chap?
tea. I'm working on sorting out Christmas presents to wrap. I have a box here with presents from my mom. I have a box here with presents from my grandma. Oh, this is for Marius. Okay, so we have Marius's box here. His big present hasn't arrived yet, but it starts with a G and ends with an N. I'll let you guess what it is. We have some shotgun ammunition. This is for his stocking. A new rechargeable headlamp, creamed honey, local made little jerky sticks that we all love, hand warmers, ornament, and some noodles because he loves making soup. Mine is only just started. These are just a couple things that Freya helped pick out for me. The kids are shopping with Marius tomorrow. So an ornament, hand warmers, and some jerky. This is Max. So Mac has a backpack. Mac and Hamish both got backpacks in different colors. They wanted more like pack style backpacks, and Mac's backpack he has had since he was 5 and it's fallen apart now. So you'll notice I do a lot of everybody gets the same thing. So Mac needed a new headlamp. He got a rechargeable one. Rechargeable ones are more expensive. So at this point, Hamish and I have pretty cheap ones that are decent Energizer ones. When we need to replace, I'll probably get Hamish and I rechargeable ones. So Matt got a rechargeable one, hand warmer, jerky, a little, fidget toy, fun pen, his ornament. Again, a lot of repeats. This is for Mac and Hamish. Hamish's backpack hasn't arrived yet. So this is Freya's box. She got a camping chair. The younger 3, their big present was all a camping chair. Freya needed a headlamp. I did not buy a rechargeable one for her. Little kids, younger 3 all got one of these. And Freya and Rowan got one of these. And I love to buy a little animal for little kids. Little hair clip. Rowan's pretty the same as Freya's. This is for Freya and Rowan. Amos's, his chair hasn't arrived yet, but again, kind of repeats. I also bought some new, just plain white Christmas lights this year. They had these vintage ones that look super neat, but it was like, these are on sale for $5 a string. The vintage ones were $29 a string, and it was like, do I like them $24 much? No, I don't. These are non-breakable. I thought they were sweet. Freya really likes them too. And some candy canes to hang on the tree. These I do after the kids go to bed on Christmas Eve. So by the time you're seeing this, it's after Christmas. Because I can't show you guys Christmas presents before Christmas. I used to. Now my kids' friends watch YouTube. So I can't do that. We don't put presents out until Christmas Eve, after the young ones are in bed. Partly because it just eliminates having to deal with kids touching presents, and partly I think it's magical. All the kids go to bed and in the morning they wake up and there's presents under the trees and their stockings are stuffed. Still to get, I will get some chocolate. I will get coffee for me. This is the first year Marius hasn't drank coffee. Marius hasn't drank coffee since like spring. He just decided to stop drinking coffee. I have a list. Oh, I was gonna get kids like some dried mango. That's a fun treat. And then I need to get game night snacks, which is something we've done for a few years now. We pick one sweet and one salty treat that we wouldn't normally buy, and I wrap each of them up in a box, and they have the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do like 4 to 6 of them, and then on Sunday nights we pick one of the boxes, or we go in order, depends on how we're feeling, and that is a treat snack that we get to have with, while we play board games, card games, whatever. Last year Marius picked all the savory ones and nobody liked them. There was like exploding pizza flavored fishy crackers, and he's not picking them this year, that's for sure. Probably will get the boys a little pocket knife. They ripped out something from a magazine that they want. I'm not sure if Santa's feeling that generous. We don't actually do Santa, but anyhow. The other thing is all the older kids are going to get a ball of yarn because they're really into finger knitting, and I want to teach the bigger kids. I want to learn with them how we could do like some finger knitting. Like I saw this one where you can finger knit a hat. So some nice chunky yarn for them, and maybe I bought some for myself to put in my stocking. Oh, I got everybody a fun deck of cards. They're just still in this laundry basket from when we went away, because I just tossed them in here so the kids didn't know they were there. Anyhow, Christmas, I'm trying to block showing you my messy room. There's no way to block it. That's a better wall to show. We obviously don't do big extravagant Christmases. It's about some things that they want / need, some consumables that are delicious and fun, and mostly we're celebrating Jesus. Okay, friends, our male goat is down and not doing good. I'm coming out with a thermometer to take his temperature. I have an old sweater to keep him warmer because we don't have a heat lamp we can set up right now. I got a thiamine, which is B vitamin, and I got a Nutri-Drench, which is a bunch of minerals. So we're gonna give him these things and see if it might perk him up. It's kind of dark in here. It's not as dark as it seems, but he's actually starting to eat some hay. His temperature is very, very low, but I can't find another extension cord to plug in the heat lamp. So that's what I'm trying to work on right now. I got to raise it up too. Max, I was like, I don't want to go inside. Max, well, do you want a dead goat? Oh, my phone just died because of the cold. Hey, my phone stopped working because it was too freaking cold outside. He's been out for an hour. I actually put him on top of the straw bales, so he's closer to the heater. I'm gonna run out and check him. If he is not looking improved, we're bringing him inside. I was like, I don't really want a goat inside. And Mac's like, would you prefer a dead goat? And I'm like, no, but a male goat inside is it's not where I saw my life going. So this is the heater, and he's on these straw bales here, and his neck actually feels warm here. So I don't know, we're gonna hope it's hopeful, and he's kind of definitely has his head tight to his body because he wants to be as warm as possible. So I'll check on him in another hour. Sometimes you feel like you can't win. Our vent was open a little bit here in our root cellar, and the stuff right below the vent, we have some frozen potatoes, it looks like. Now I get to figure out what I'm doing with these. None of these to the side are frozen. Some of these are frozen. Some of these are frozen. None of those are frozen. Doesn't go too far down. For goodness sakes. Friends, for goodness sakes. I do know it's best to keep them frozen once they're frozen, So I need to sort these out ASAP and then keep them frozen until I deal with them. Looks like I'm canning and baking a bunch of potatoes. The door opened, warming it up in here too, and I closed the vent, and Marius is in the middle of making fish and chips right now, and this is just exactly what I wanted to be doing.
The belly's really stringy. It reminds me of chicken.
Rowan? No mouth.
I need to move over, Rowan.
Have you tried it yet, Mac?
That's chicken. Burbot.
What do you think of the burbot?
Good.
The belly does kind of remind me of chicken.
It's different.
Yeah, it's a different
It's
flavor.
a different flavor, but
Marius made a delicious dinner of gluten-free, deep-fried burbot and halibut and oven fries. Friends, I just struggled to have an appetite. The stuffing is knocked out of me tonight. So I'm down here in the root cellar. I have a glass of strawberry mead. I do not need a drink. I appreciate its bracing qualities while I deal with this. I'm hoping there's less than 100 pounds. My plan is to boil and bake and can par-cooked ones, make twice baked potatoes, make mashed potatoes and freeze them. They have to stay frozen until I deal with them, the ones that are frozen. If potatoes that are freeze, you want to keep them frozen. Once they thaw, they get mush. So, let's go. Some of it doesn't make a lot of sense. Like these ones on top are thawed, but then some of these down below are frozen. Ugh.
How bad is it?
Oh, I hope there's less than 100 pounds. Okay, anyone that you can see the splits, we're calling frozen. Yeah. I know, Mac, okay? Just keep going.
Smash out a window.
You could smash out a window with them, yes.
Well, I guess you could smash out a window with one either way. So anyone that you see,
Okay,
crack
we're
one?
gonna start crate at a time. Take this crate, please.
Is that carrots?
No, beets.
Right, the beets are the only ones that survive.
Yeah. Okay. Sort out all the ones that are obviously, and then take one that you know is frozen, and you knock it, and you can hear if the other
this
one.
one's frozen. Like
These
that?
ones are fine.
Oh.
Just go through that crate and make sure. Find all the ones that are obviously frozen first, okay? Just go through it in a methodical way. Yeah, like this one crate down. Doesn't look like anyone is frozen.
It's cold in here.
Yeah, I have the door open, thawing it out. If you're in question if one is frozen or not, call it frozen. Because if it thaws, they're a mess.
Yeah. I'm just tapping everyone on the concrete.
That works well too. We're gonna have to be keeping an eye on these crates. We should check the ones on the ground too to make.
What's Max tolerant cheese?
Oh, don't even say that. I know it's been horrible, Mac. Okay.
One broken would look like.
Okay. Mac, please just keep going.
What are we doing with them?
Canning and baking and.
Oh, we can still use the frozen ones?
Oh yeah, but they gotta stay frozen until we deal with them. So that's why we have to sort them out tonight
Put them outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna start baking some right away.
Twice baked potatoes are good.
Twice baked potatoes.
All the big ones. And we got buttons of bacon so we can make them extra bacon toast.
Yeah.
So really, it's not really
So Max figured out by tapping them on the ground, he can tell. Okay, show us a frozen, or what's that one?
Cod? Let's grab it.
So he says this is one that's fine. So you can tell that one's obviously frozen. Okay, tap one that's good. Okay, tap one that is partially frozen or thawing. So he's kind of got some different noises, and that's what he's doing. Also, my hands are cold and I'm skinning knuckles in here. But hey, at least we got out of kitchen cleaning and such, right? Look, there's our Christmas tree. Still waiting to be put up.
Well, usually it's just us doing kitchen cleaning.
Yeah, well, I'm glad we milked once and early today.
Yeah. See? Think of what would have happened. We'd be up till 10 o'clock.
Oh, I'm still going to be up till 10 o'clock. I have to load the furnace for the last time at 10 o'clock.
Oh, I can. I'll stay up that late.
No. Finally found bottom crate with no bad potatoes. Oh goodness, I'm bleeding again. Nothing is precious at this point, although now. Dang it, I shouldn't have done that on my nice sweatpants. Now I'm going to have to do a stain remover. I have no words, friends. I am so demoralized. It could be worse. That's what I'm holding on to. Final tally was 2 crates of bad. Not nearly as bad as I thought. Welcome to our chaos basement. Okay, how many crates of good ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there's onions to about there, I think. So 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are all our sweet potatoes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, so 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So, really low rates of what was bad. These ones were all completely good, no sorting needed. These ones are all the ones we sorted through, so in 2 days we're gonna pull them all out and look them all through to make sure we didn't miss any. So I'm gonna, I think I need a shower. I'm gonna leave the door open to keep it warming up in here. I also moved them all away from the wall and space between them. I'm gonna go check on the goat, see how he is. Mac brought 1 crate up potatoes and I'm gonna get it baking on a few trays, and then 1 crate I'm bringing outside to deal with tomorrow. Okay, so see how he's hugging his head to his side? There's a chance that that's goat polio, but there's also a chance that it's listeriosis. He had grain last night. He hasn't had grain in a very long time. Maybe there was a little something in the grain that he doesn't have any tolerance to. So I'm going to give him some antibiotics for the listeriosis. So back to the house for me. Last winter I had a goat get goat polio, which is nothing to do with human polio. It's a B vitamin deficiency. But because it looks so much like listeriosis, my vet had me treat for listeriosis 2 head limbs. And for goat polio, so I actually have the stuff on hand. Friends, I just poked too far through and a good bit of it just went out the other side. I've never had that happen before. How much went into him? How much went out? It's a good question. I'm not going to give him any more tonight. Normally it wouldn't be for 24 hours, but I'm going to give him a small little dose tomorrow morning when I give him the Nutrient drench. Do you notice I make this face when I'm really exasperated? See how there's starting to be wet spots? As potatoes start to thaw, this happens. So this is something we were looking for too. So all these ones are getting thrown in the oven right now to bake. For me to deal with tomorrow. Okay. 7 o'clock. It's been a long night. By the time I got done with baking potatoes and the goat, unloading the fire, and went to bed, it was like 10:30, and that's kind of late for me. On the late side, because of having to get up in the night to load the fire and stuff. Can't remember if I've said this. If it's below like minus 25 Celsius, which is like minus 10 Fahrenheit, we have to load the fire in the night. I'm the only one who's capable of just getting up at an alarm, going downstairs, and then getting back to sleep afterwards. The kids don't wake up to an alarm. Like we've tried to have it that the boys take a turn loading, but they don't wake up to the alarm. And then the babies wake up because an alarm's going off on and on and on. And Marius can get up and do it, but he takes a long time to fall asleep, like an hour or two sometimes afterwards. I can go back to sleep within 5 minutes. So, I'm the one who does it. We're at 10:30. Amos woke up at midnight, got him back to sleep. Load the fire at 3, go back to bed. Amos woke up at 5. I didn't even try and get back to sleep. I just pulled him out of bed, went and put him next to Marius to keep him asleep, and went back to bed. And now up at 6:30, loading the fire. I checked the root cellar. It's on the cold side in there. It was like 35 Celsius, sorry, 35 Fahrenheit, 2 degrees Celsius, 3 degrees Celsius. So I have the door open while I load the fire. I'm just standing in front of the fire roasting for a little bit because it's a nice feeling. My plan for keeping the root cellar warm enough, see that's, so it's, you know, is that every time I come to load the fire, I'm going to just open up the door a bit, although it's still a little cold, so I'm gonna leave it up open and set a timer for an hour. So what we'll be watching for in here is any wet spots, because as potatoes start to thaw, like I showed you last night, they get wet spots. So we will be moving the crates all around. Is that a wet spot? I don't know what we're gonna call it. I'm gonna bring it up. Yeah, that one does have a wet spot. One wet potato can ruin a whole pile of potatoes. So probably even today, I will move around a bunch of crates and check on them all, because I'll just like take the top crate and put it down and then stack it up and whatever and check. So yeah. Probably I'm gonna check this every day for a few days. Well, I drew up today's shots with wishful thinking. It's minus 35, no conversion needed. It's that in both. He's alive. Just. So I have to make the call on whether the most humane choice at this point is to put him down. I don't know. Or to keep pushing with meds. This is the hard spot. So he's having a hard time holding himself up. What I'm most worried about actually at this point, I was gonna prop him up, but he wants to just tuck his head to the side, which is the listeriosis thing. But his legs are very stiff. They bend at this joint, but not this one. And I'm kind of worried about that. So off to do some more reading and talk to the vet and such. I can't remember if I told you guys that Jessa did not want to be milked yesterday or the day before. Like, she's just kicking like crazy the whole time. Did not want to be milked in this cold weather. So that was really fun. And I feel like this week was already busy, and then you add in really cold weather and the potato saga and dealing with this goat and a cow who doesn't want to be milked, and just made for a wild week. Okay, friends, this really thick insulated door has no latch on this side. And or like no pull. And I closed it a little too hard. I have to open it towards me, and I might have to SOS to the house. Good thing I have my phone on me. I'm trying to figure out what I could pry myself out of here with. Ugh. Okay, so these ones that I baked, the potato, the inside looks just perfect. So love this. Hey, pup, get out of there. Well, friends, my eyelashes are frozen. Don't keep your eyes closed too long. Rocky, the male goat, rest in peace. He is gone. I was pulling for him this morning. I thought he was going to make a turnaround, but he passed away sometime between checks. So with the frozen potatoes, I baked and then I'm canning them with hot water. This will be 2 canner loads. And then Marius made a pile of twice baked potatoes. What did you all put in these, Mary? You gotta speak louder.
Ham.
Yeah.
Oh, salt and pepper, spices, butter, cheese, bacon fat, lots of bacon fat. That's it.
You sauteed onions too.
Onions, yeah. That's about it.
Can't wait to try them.
Milk.